really a decision to make a choice. And here, yeah, so I was asked to cover, these are the points, what is the scope of, I would like to talk only about hand surgery. What is the scope? What exactly does the hand surgery mean? Then what are the career perspective at local and national, international level? And what are the concepts that even I had after my post graduation? Okay. So the scope is current analogy that I would discuss here. Like there are around 18,000 members in the Indian Orthopedic Association. And we have Indian Society for Surgery of Hand where there are only 800 members. So if you divide this, so there is one hand surgeon for 22 orthopedic surgeon in the country at present. Okay. Then another current scenario is there are 4,500 members in Maharashtra Orthopedic Association and there are 80 members who are active hand surgeon. So again here one hand surgeon amongst 56 orthopedic surgeons in Maharashtra. Then if you come still closer that we have 500 and plus orthopedic surgeons in this region, okay, and there are only 15 active hand surgeons. So one amongst 33 orthopedic surgeons in Mumbai. From this, out of 800 800 hand surgeons in the country, only 350 are orthopedic hand surgeons because rest are plastic surgeons who may not be able to deal with carpal instabilities or kin box disease or malunions in distal radius.
More than 500 orthopedic surgeons in less than 150.
And think about it.
Sorry, wow.
As very, very small part.
50 are active.
I mean, we will definitely help you if somebody is interested. This is extremely versatile specialty where hand surgeon can work as a microsurgeon. He can be a reconstructive surgeon. He can be a wrist surgeon. He can work like a brachial plexus or a peripheral nerve surgeon, or he can be a congenital hand surgeon. Okay, so it is not only fixing phalanges or fixing distal radius or a scaphoid. So this is what is covered into any comprehensive hand surgery training. Okay, so how to become a hand surgeon? Like after your orthopedic post graduation, I think you should, wherever you are practicing in your local region, find a hand surgeon, be with him for 6 months, because that person must be practicing soft tissue as well as bony work. Apart from that, from his recommendation, join any national, services or institute and work there for a year. After that, you should travel abroad for minimum 1 year. And you must work in a center where plastic and orthopedic hand surgery topics are covered. Okay. Then these are as now since morning we are discussing, fellowships are available in hand and microsurgery also. This is the list of centers that is available. It's a 2 years course. Then there are MCH courses in hand surgery, 3 years after your post graduation. And these 2 courses are definitely will have more weightage and advantage in terms of having you as a corporate attachment or you having, application for international fellowships. And there are other 1 year fellowships available in these centers, which are equally good if you want to practice little into the periphery or two tier cities. Okay, but that is all subjected to availability of the institute. And these are the fellowships available in the abroad. There are more than 50 centers in the world who are specializes in hand surgery, but this is the list which ideally, one should follow to become a very recognized hand surgeon. So what are the contents in hand surgery? In fact, this is the only specialty where all the 4 gazettes are used. Okay, microscope, endoscope, arthroscope and replacement. Okay, rest, every specialty you may drop out one thing. Okay, and there are many sub orthopedic specialties also. So these are the cases that we may deal as a hand surgeon, macrodactyly or a syndactyly or absent thumb or something like that. Then there are a simple to complex trauma that we may deal, and that is extremely versatile. Okay, so this is like a wrist and true orthopedic hand surgery. Then there are hand surgeon as a microsurgeon. We get to see so many crush hands, so many degloving injuries, critical revascularization. So this is what a hand surgeon manages. Then there are congenital traumatic neoplastic inflammatory. That is how I have discovered. Then these are soft tissue tumors that we may deal. with as a hand surgeon. And remember, these cases nobody is going to touch. Okay, if anybody touches, they are your cases only. So think about this specialty also as a, in your armamentarium, apart from joints and spine. Okay, so these are the cases that these are extremely valuable cases. If you do not manage them adequately, the patient are never going to benefit, and they are going to have a functional loss forever. Okay, then apart from that, we know the arthritis in the knee is extremely common, but the arthritis in the thumb is also very, very painful. So that has to be dealt with. Okay, then the rheumatoid hand, rheumatoid wrist deformities. Then what is not common but not also be missed is a compartment syndrome, which is again a specialty, and that has to be considered. So this is what the role of hand surgery is. So we deal with hand surgery, hand surgeons deal as a nerve surgeon also, like a brachial plexus or a peripheral nerve injuries, and like correction of a claw. Then these are the extreme high-end operations where somebody lands up with the metacarpal amputation level hand, and we consider a toe transfer, okay, with the help of a plastic surgery colleagues. So for this, you definitely require specialty, super specialty training. So these are my orthopedic post-graduation teachers, and they are my real heroes. And these are my mentors in hand surgery, okay, which I have learned, and I have done my fellowships with these people. And I am trained myself in Singapore, Spain, and USA. We will have in panel discussion why it is important to travel abroad, and apart from your national fellowship, why it is important to travel abroad to do the fellowships. Okay, and these guys are my real strength, because in the practice we need to have, you cannot take a placard and move that I am a hand surgeon. So your work has to be seen, but you need to get the referral. Then only you will have adequate, you will have ability to showcase your team. This is the Mumbai hand surgery team, and so you have to continuously create an awareness about your specialty once you complete your specialty. So once you choose it, once you are back, you have to tell people that you are a hand surgeon, or you are an orthopedic spine surgeon, or something like that. So celebrate your, national days through media, social media and newspaper, etc. And what will not work in long run is, these are the most common 4 or 5 questions that people ask. That, I will go there, see, and then practice, or I will just do observer post. So this, unless you wear a gloves and assist a particular surgery, it is impossible to get the same training. Okay, and many people say that I will join any corporation hospital and I will try to fix. But unless you see what is done properly, so that our logbook, which contains seen, assisted, and done, has to be fulfilled in a proper manner. And if you want to become a specialist, initially, yes, you may not leave your orthopedic practice, but I think you may continue to do your OPD orthopedic practice. But if you become a specialist, you have to leave your tibia nailing or a femur nailing or your spine, even if you are able to do it. Then only your recognition as particular specialist will increase. So these things will not work in long term if you, not as a hand surgeon, but as any super specialist. And with this talk, I would like to end here, okay, and think about it, but choice is yours. So be extremely special. You are orthopedic surgeon, you are fine. I mean, this is the best post-graduation available. But apart from a normal ornaments or jewelry, the most valuables are different. So think about it, use the help of this, get the proper use of this course. Be in touch with us if you want to travel abroad, or and if you want some more guidance about hand surgery. Thank you so much.